Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The second mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression, I vow to cultivate loving kindness and learn ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I will practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. I'm determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belong to others. I will respect the property of others, but I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species on Earth. For our Dharma lessons, we're now reading Everything We Do Matters by the Venerable Wuling. We're continuing in Chapter 1, which is also called Everything We Do Matters. Do not harm any living being. The Buddha showed us how. Once we begin to rein ourselves in by living morally, we will commit fewer wrongdoings. In this way, we will be less plagued by guilt. We will react less from emotions and more from reason. Harming others less will result in our worrying less. By not wasting time worrying, our minds will be more at ease, and we will be better able to focus on what we wish to, perhaps on our spiritual practice, or simply on what we are doing. As we progressively become calmer, our concentration will enable us to touch our innate wisdom. This is the wisdom that the Buddha experienced and then spoke of. It already lies deep within each of us, but we have yet to enter, much less function from, this clear, intuitive wisdom. As caring members of society, it is our responsibility to practice the virtues of harmlessness, compassion, and equanimity. These virtues lie deep within us, within our true nature. This true nature is the same as that of all Buddhas. The true nature of Buddhas, the very essence, is loving kindness, altruism, and tranquility. These qualities lie at the core of their being and ours. Although such virtues are already within each one of us, all too often they lie dormant. Why? Because we are thoroughly engrossed in foolish attempts to satisfy our personal desires. We are convinced that our way of doing things is correct, and that our happiness lies in possessions and power. Consequently, we are intent on getting others to do things our way and on accumulating wealth and influence. Although we have the same true nature as a Buddha, we fail to experience the wonders of this true nature. We consistently fall back into our bad habits. Thus we end up acting from our human nature, all the while burying our true nature even deeper within us. The Buddha knew the problems of humanity, for he had experienced them, but he overcame those problems. He awoke through the practice of morality, concentration, and wisdom. He experienced the truth of the cosmos. He found the path to awakening and left clear guidelines to enable us to follow after him. But that was all he could do, leave guidelines. As compassionate as Buddhas are, they are unable to go against the natural laws of the universe. They know the truth, and they know that the natural laws which govern the universe cannot be changed, not even by a Buddha. So as much as they want to help us, Buddhas cannot undo what we have already set in motion. I created my life, only I can change it. You created your own life, only you can change it. Others created their lives, only they can change their lives. Our lives today are the direct result of what we thought, what we said, and what we did in our yesterdays. And as we have learned, our todays, just like our yesterdays, are lived in this self-same world, a world engulfed in greed and anger, a world enveloped in ignorance and delusion. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.